Alright everyone, welcome back, and as always I hope you had a great day. And for those of you that are avid Boruto fans, I'm sure you know what I'm going to say right now, but oh my god, that scene though! This has to be one of my all-time favorite scenes to come from Naruto's character in the latest Boruto chapter. So for those of you that are watching this video and are kinda confused, well, Boruto chapter 26 came out yesterday and it was pretty good. The story in the manga is much darker in tone and it follows a great plot which involves all the characters that we know and the older generation at the same time. In my opinion, it's actually great writing because it's following themes that haven't been explored all too much in the previous anime, such as technology, aliens, and the villages are cooperating with each other in peace times, but this is something we haven't seen. Now for those of you that do not want to get spoiled, I think the anime ain't going to cover this till episode 100 by the look of things. I really do suggest you catch up to the manga so we can discuss things together, and this video may spoil a few things for you, but I'd suggest you stick around. With that said, let's get started. Now, Boruto manga chapter 26, let's get to it. Let me explain my analysis and opinion on everything so far. So the manga starts off with showcasing Jigen with Kawaki in their secret hideout. Remember I explained last time that Jigen is the dude that adopted Kawaki and calls him a vessel. The manga showcases many children. I counted 15 in tubes. This is like what Orochimaru was doing in the past with his experiments, but with different technology it seems. Jigen intends and states that Kawaki is the final child to be entered into the tubes. He comforts Kawaki and explains that if Kawaki accepts him, he will no longer be empty anymore. This essentially explains why later on when Kawaki is older, Jigen refers to him as a vessel. He obviously meaning it as metaphorically too as in emotionally, since Kawaki comes from an abusive house and he shouldn't be afraid, but it's kinda like a double entendre, since a vessel can mean a person regarded as having or embodying a particular quality. This is why Jigen adopted Kawaki in the first place. A vessel can also refer to a hollow container, so Kawaki will maybe go through this process and hold the power Jigen provides to him. And we know for a fact this becomes true through the last chapter and in the future and what we have seen so far. Now you guys are probably wondering, what are these diamond marks that Boruto, Kawaki and Jigen has on his chin, right? Well, these diamond markings are called karma, which is a seal that hardly anyone seems to know what it is in the Boruto universe. However, Kara, which is the organization and a new one and it's the antagonist, they really like the Akatsuki, they've gathered intel on these seals and have a plan of action. Kashin Koji, one of my favorite new villainess type characters in Boruto, implies how the Karma seal can be obtained by killing a member of the Otsutsuki clan. This is evident since Boruto killed Momoshiki and got his. However, Kawaki also has one, but we do not know how. In addition, as I mentioned, Jigen also bears one on his chin. Maybe he has it for a much longer period of time than anyone else, so he was experimenting and he developed his powers for a cause and his ideology, right? We just don't know yet. Also, as I explained, Kawaki being a vessel may refer to him receiving these powers, and at some point he became different to a human being through inorganic technology. Kawaki is explained to be a boy that has the blood vessels and nervous systems to be modified. Since I've always mentioned, Boruto's story will explore the role of technology and aliens within the ninja world. As a result, Kawaki is going to be someone driving one of these plot points forward, since it's explained his body has undergone significant modifications at the hands of a talented scientist. We can only assume this scientist for now is Amado, revealed in the latest Boruto chapter, because that makes sense. Kawaki, as a result of his body modifications, has made him gain the ability to be a living scientific ninja tool and modify his own body. He's basically a living Terminator, guys. Katsuke, the smartest scientist in Konoha, and he made the Koto and all these things, he deems that Kawaki's cybernetics of his body is a work of art, and the technology is as advanced as Naruto's new arm. He also clarifies that Kawaki is not like Mitsuki, since Mitsuki is a human made of organic technology, whereas Kawaki is someone made from inorganic stuff. So this insinuates the idea that Jigen is an alien or has knowledge of alien technology which he implemented into Kawaki due to his special traits to absorb and uphold it. That's why he adopted him in the first place. The manga explains to us that Konoha's scientists studied Kawaki's body after capturing him, and they have found out that his alterations on his body are at a cellular level, which results in him having the ability to harden or soften his skin to shapeshift or to have cellular division. I think this may have happened from a young age, since the tubes we see in the manga engulfs the children in a liquid constantly whilst they are sleeping, and they're pretty much absorbing nutrients or liquids from something we do not know, much like how a baby in a mother's womb and we change inside our mothers, right? So maybe this is how the experimentation caused Kawaki to change at a cellular level, like how we do when our mothers give birth to us. So as the manga pushes forward, we see Naruto meet Kawaki for the first time, and I just love the way Ikemoto's drawing style has developed over time. Ikemoto does have some faults, guys, like his drawings for Hinata and Sarada are pretty bad, but when it comes to depicting Naruto with his goofy side and Hokage aspects, it's perfect. He's really getting good at it. I like the way he draws. Naruto meets Kawaki for the first time and he reminds him of himself of when he was younger. Naruto plays the role of Hokage and reassures Kawaki that he is safe and that he will look after him. Naruto knows that Kawaki came from a broken home just like him, so he knows Kawaki won't let anyone in, nor will he listen to their demands, since it's only natural for someone to be like that. The way Naruto plays his role as Hokage is perfect, and it's written really well since it captures his goofy and warm nature, whilst he is still serious enough to tell all the other Kage his arguments, and he's so good at it. He's such a good leader in wanting to take Kawaki to his own home to look after him. Naruto is a great leader because not only at the same time he meets Kawaki at the hospital, he uses a shadow clone and arranges a meeting with all Kage to explain the situation of Kawaki, Kara, and then it's just really good leadership where he's making the peaceful times work. He's arranging a meeting, letting them be informed and involved in what's happening in the world. He then argues the point of trying to gather intel from Kawaki through the kindness and looking after him. Since Naruto reflects when he was younger, everyone was afraid of him, so Kawaki being the way he is understandable. And Naruto even argues that he's the strongest ninja, so he wouldn't be able to escape, which makes sense, right? So the interactions between the Kage are great, since we don't really get to see this so often beforehand, and everyone favoring Naruto seems so natural. It doesn't seem forced in the writing because the arguments were solid. I really like how Naruto has developed into a man and a leader. The character development is really great in this show. Moving on, Kawaki is at Naruto's home to stay, and Kawaki is twice as edgy as Sasuke ever was, and he really does swear a lot. He disobeys everything. Kawaki might just have the worst social awareness in the whole anime, even more than Mitsuki, because not only from his experimentation, but from his general upbringing by having an abusive father, he doesn't have social awareness, and that's natural, because we see this from how he saw Hinata and Himawari as enemies, and in his escape from the Uzumaki house. Like, what? Like, Himawari and Hinata, they were so kind, and you know, they showed no malice. So even when it's the complete opposite, he doesn't get it. However, this also showed Kawaki's ability to sense people, and he has great observational skills. He figures out escape routes and how many people there are and a plan of actions within seconds, and he takes actions. So that shows us that he has great natural ability and skills. So Kawaki tries to escape, but obviously my man Naruto says, "You unreasonable bastard," and transform. Boy, sit your mother effing ass down before I beat your ass. Listen to me. Like, he just seems so sick. Once Naruto is transformed, Kawaki mentions how shocked he is that Naruto is this powerful and he may be stronger than Jigen. So this tells us Kara must be like the Akatsuki and they win with strategy or something else. They must have a plan if they can't beat Naruto and Sasuke. Furthermore, Kawaki finally meets Boruto once again and they learn each other's names. A friendship is bound to be formed between the two since they will be living together, and Kawaki observes how he hurt Himawari's feelings since he broke the vase on the table due to his escape plan. So this gives us a sign that there is still some humanity within Kawaki. This is a parallel to Naruto and Sasuke and how the relationship develops. Another thing I noticed is that in the manga chapters we see now, Kawaki clearly has his tattoo sign near his eye, indicating his number and association with Kara. But later on in the future against Boruto, his tattoo is no longer there. Does this mean that Boruto and Kawaki were actually friends later on in the future and they defeated Jigen in the end, like a final fight, and that's why Konoha is destroyed, but then he does a switcheroo like Sasuke did to Naruto and thus they fight? Boruto even says to Kawaki, "I can't believe this is the outcome," or something along those lines. Kawaki must have betrayed them, right? We just don't know, but maybe this could be a clue. Let me know what you guys think. To be fair, since we know that the Otsutsuki are people that travel to many planets, the members of Kara don't even look human and they have inorganic technology, right? So the people of Kara must be people not from Earth, but from a planet the Otsutsuki destroyed beforehand, but they are the few surviving members that came to Earth. That's why some of them have the Karma seal, since they must have killed an Otsutsuki before. You know, in my eyes, that makes a lot of good sense, right guys? Anyways, the whole chapter of Naruto mocking Kawaki was priceless. He reminds me of Kakashi, Minato and all the others. He is a beast and he really will help Kawaki to be a better person. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something that you didn't know, or you agree with my theories. Make sure to smash the like button, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.